So today I thought we could do a quick build on a house that the Tanner family could move into. Hey everyone, thanks for joining my channel and watching my video. So about a week ago, I did a video on the Tanner family, which was Brock and his son Mason. And Brock was a little lonely and he wanted a wife. And he also wanted a mother for his son Mason. So we played through that scenario. Wound up that he ended up with Penny Pizzazz and they hit it off right away. Well, I don't know if anybody noticed in that video, but Penny got pregnant. I don't know if it was when they were woohooing in the janitor's closet at the lounge or at home in Brock's bed. However, the house isn't big enough for 4 people. So I decided we'll do a build for something that they could move into, something a little more homey and urban. So this is the house we're gonna build. The main bedroom is up at the front of the house and it'll be directly across from the baby's room. Then Brock and Penny will have their own private bathroom. And then of course there'll be a bathroom for the household. There's gonna be a laundry room. And I've decided to put Mason's bedroom across from the kitchen. I hope this all works out. We'll see. I'm not the best at building homes, but I'm going to try to build something a little bit fun, I guess. So, I was just trying to space out. I don't want the kitchen to be too big. Actually, I don't want the house to be too big. They don't have a lot of money. So I want to make it affordable so that they can actually move into this house. So I like to do the walls and the floors first. I might do the walls and then put some stuff in and then do the floor. I did find with this build, I had a hard time remembering that they have stuff too. We're moving in a family that comes with a bunch of stuff. So I kept like adding stuff, you'll notice, and then I end up just like, okay, whoa. And I might even go back in before we move them in and just kind of delete the furniture and stuff because they do have furniture, or I'll sell their stuff and then move them in and they can get some new stuff. Yeah, whatever they think is best. Well, I guess. Huh. All right. So the baby, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so I'm just making it generic. We don't know if it's 1 or 2. We know nothing. Their bedroom, I want it to be fun. This wallpaper that I put in their bedroom, I'm thinking that would be the cutest baby wallpaper. It's really sweet. I might change that too. It's not very grown up to me. It's more like anywhere from 15 to singles, 25, 26. I do want to add the doors right away though, because I want to know where I can place stuff and where I can't place stuff. So doors are important to put in right away. For me, and I'm putting in this arch here. I like this arch. It's my favorite one now, and it came with the new pack. I like a round archway. I'm not a big fan of the square ones. And then my kitchen, again, like I want to keep it small, something simple, but functional. I have to remember that like they're coming in here with not a lot of money because they got to buy the house. And I think by the time I'm done, the house is like $31,000. So I don't know how much that'll leave us left over, but I do know that they have a lot that they can sell. Like Brock moved into that apartment, it was completely empty, and he furnished it with their finances. So there's like 20 some thousand there that we'll be able to get back when we move out. Plus like anything else that they bought and, yada, yada, yada. So I put blue carpet in Mason's room and his wallpaper is black and white. I honestly was like, forgot here that I was building this house for the Tanner family, and I was just like going crazy, like building. I also don't really put carpet in adult rooms or teen rooms. I feel like a nice area rug is always the best the older you get. When you're a child, like a child or a toddler, I think that carpets are great. But once you get a little older, then you have a little bit more of a refined palette, I guess, when it comes to decoration. And carpets are more so if you fall, you don't get hurt. I was putting this table in here again, not thinking at all about the Tanner family. I was just like, oh, kitchen needs a table. And I couldn't figure out where to put it because the kitchen is kind of small, which is what I wanted. But I end up deleting this table after because I realized, oh yeah, we don't need a table. They have a table. So in the laundry room, I thought yellow would be the best. I do want Penny to be able to have the opportunity to, you know, decorate her house as she sees fit. Because that's just the kind of person I am. I think that she should have her say in the house. So, and then I was going to put a bath and shower, and then I was going to just put a shower. But I settled on a bathtub because it just looked better to me. It didn't cut things off so much. I like being able to see through the whole house. And if the bathroom was at the back of the house, I'd have no problem. But because it was in the middle of the house there, I was like, eh. So, but I was happy with that. And then again, forgetting that the Tanners already have their marital bed, or whatever you want to say. I just did this whole room, and I must say, like, not really the best. I was just kind of going through the motions, and I wasn't really paying very close attention to the color palette on the walls. And then I was like, let's get a dresser that stands up. I guess that would be a wardrobe. So it wasn't fitting properly. I had to put in my cheat code so that I could move stuff around a little bit. So did that. I did put a desk and a computer, also things that they're not going to need. So when they move into this house, I might actually just do it unfurnished. I love these lights in this room. It's so nice, like the round arches on the lights. It really matches the walls really well because they have that same like roundness. So I really did like that. Again, all of this, it's probably gonna go, guys. I'm so sorry about that, but unless you think it should stay, but they all have their own stuff. I just felt like, really? But I didn't really also at the same time, I didn't want to leave it like a completely empty house. I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what it would look like, could look like. So I did keep it fairly simple. I did know that the part that I wanted to work on the most was gonna be the outside of the house. I really wanted it to feel like very like homey and like well cared for property, because I feel like Penny wouldn't move into a place that wasn't like kept very well. I feel like she'd have an issue with that. And I mean, Mason, he just wants a yard and a mom, and he has a mom and he'll get a yard like with this house. And I think Brock, he just wanted Penny. And, you know, other than that, I think he's pretty happy. So I really, when decorating the yard of this house, I was mostly thinking about Penny, not so much the boys. All right, so this bathroom, I knew I needed a bath, and I did want to put in a shower, just so at least there's one shower in the house. But I know with that coming baby, they're gonna need a shower. I mean, a bathtub, sorry. So yeah. And then yellow carpet in the baby's room, yellow walls. And then again in the baby, I knew they were going to need a bassinet. I really like the bassinet that I picked. I think it's really sweet. The lamp, I mean, it's like a spotlight on the baby. So you can never walk in the room and just turn on the light. It would shine right in the baby's eyes. That will get changed. I guarantee it. But I just left it in there just because for aesthetics. I did get rid of the coffee maker and the microwave because I was like, yeah, they have their own again. So, and then putting in the windows. I don't know why when I put on the windows for it to go around the whole building, it always puts windows in like the weirdest places, like halfway down the counter, or I don't know. I was just like, okay. And some bathrooms will have 2 windows and some will have 1. And I was like, these windows, they don't work in this bathroom because the bathroom is so small, like, and the shower's so high. I was like, okay, I can't put that there. I could have raised the walls too, but I didn't really want to. I wanted it, if I went with a lower ceiling, a house feels more homey. So I just kept the ceiling lower and then just kind of moved around some of the windows and added a couple windows here and there. Then we needed to add the decking and all of like the little trims and accents. And I knew I wanted this black all around the bottom of the house and I wanted black stairs. So I knew I was going to have to change color of the house and it does get changed. I did want it to be a little like darker. I wanted something that would really make that blue door pop because it's kind of like an accent when you have somebody living in a suburbs and they have like a really nice bright color on their door. Their house really has to match that color perfectly. So I found like this wood color really did a nice job. I found it didn't clash, made it look really nice, I thought. And then again, with the fencing, I always put white like around here. And I did forget to put railings on the stairs, which we will do when we move the family in. Because of course, you don't want anybody falling down the stairs and then suing you. Not that they would in the game, but you don't know. They might end up hating us because they fell on our stairs. We don't want enemies before we even move into the house. And then to match that blue door, I did make the roof blue. And I really like a tin roof. I don't know if it's because I own my own house, but when you have a tin roof, like a metal roof, you don't have to do your roof again. They're like guaranteed for like 25 years. And I know I don't need to worry about that in The Sims, but I just feel like, why wouldn't you get a roof like that if you could? I just kind of feel like I'm saving people money by making that choice for them, even though in The Sims I'm not. And they're bright, fun colors. So there's that too. All right, so I put the windows in upstairs, see the nice bright blue. And then I picked this like trim for the roof and it does not match. I don't think it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't match. I might change it. You guys let me know what you think. Cause I don't know. My brain wasn't working while I was doing that. I was just like totally like spaced out. I don't know. And then I picked this light because I always pick the other one. And it's like a white one. It was a little further down on the chart thing. But I knew like, okay, you can't keep picking the same thing over and over again. So I picked something else. And I think it works really well there. And then the walkway. And then I really wanted the outside of the house, like the aesthetics of the house outside, to look really charming and, well landscaped. I think Penny would really, really appreciate a well-landscaped kind of backyard, at least around the house. And then that'll allow her to, do what she wants with the rest of the yard. Of course, they're going to get some toys and stuff because they're having children and they have a child. So we just wanted to make like just around the house look really sweet and well kept. So I just put all of my dirt down. And then, of course, we go in right away with ferns. I did go over my cement, and I hate doing that. I forgot to change the walkway cement there. So I had to go back in and do that. And then it's time to add in some plants. So fun. And I put all the walls up to do this. I really wanted to see how everything came together, like as I was doing it, which does make it harder to do because sometimes when you put a plant, it wants to jump it up. So it's not even on the ground, which I guess I could have made that easier on myself by just putting all the walls down, but I didn't. And then my ferns. Oh my gosh, I love my ferns so much. They're so nice. And I was going to make these a little bigger, but I just decided, nah, you know what? We'll just work with them like that size. And I didn't want it to be too over flowery, but I didn't want it to be bare. So I put a lot of like this grass, and this grass, I absolutely love it with like those reeds on the top. It's so pretty. So I put a lot of that in, and then I just wanted to keep it simple with the flowers. And so I put the lavender flowers in and some like really pretty pink flowers. And of course, more ferns or palms. I don't know what you would call those, but I really like the way it all came together. It didn't look too girly. Like I could see a guy living in a house that was decorated like on the outside landscape like this. Guys like flowers and plants too. I don't know why people say that only girls do, because I know guys like them too. And then, I've never used that wild grass before, but I thought it looked amazing. So I started using it more and more. And then this fern, absolutely love. Yeah, that looks so great. And then I just added these same flowers. I didn't want to go crazy with like all different flowers and colors. And I felt like that looked just perfect, just enough. And then on the other side, I found it a little bit more difficult because the windows aren't exactly like spread apart the same. And I really like things symmetrical. So I kind of had a little bit of a hard time with the windows being where they were, but I think that it worked out well. And then onto the front of the house, I always forget about these little trees and I absolutely love them. So I had to add them in. And then once I added 2 of them, then I was like, ooh, we should add another one. But it just didn't suit the space. So we ended up not doing that. And then more of the pretty grass. I love the grass. So nice. And on the other side, we're putting the grass too. And then down the driveway, I wanted to put those, so bad. So I put the same pink flowers, but then we got some different flowers to put down the driveway. I wanted them to be a little bit shorter. I didn't want them to be really tall because I did also want to be able to add like some kind of rocks as an accent. And I felt like if the flowers or the shrubs were too big, then they wouldn't look so great in the space. And then That's what it looks like so far. And then we needed to add a mailbox, and I just went with a gray. Gray is very nice. It's not loud, it's not obnoxious, and I felt like it really matched with the stairs really nicely. And then that was our house. And I took a look back and I noticed that our chimney did not match this house when I stepped back. So I was like, no, this is the chimney. There's not a better one, but we need to pick a different color. So we did. It's a blue, it matches better. And then just took a quick look around. Then, of course, I had to go in and put the lot traits. So we have homey, playground, and good schools. I was going to put in like one of those like other ones. I didn't. And yes, everything looked good. I looked at it at all stages of the day and night. And then I uploaded it to my gallery. So this is the house the Tanners will move into when we play them next. I hope you liked my video. Please like and subscribe. I would love that. And remember to always take care of one another.